They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Patriot! Detroit!
Off play action. Knight. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Preston Brown. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Knight going deep for Benjamin. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. And even 50 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now let's go.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Looking to throw. Knight sets up the screen to Gordon. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw. Knight. And an alley to run. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Knight. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Knight. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Darius Geis, 75 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No. Check. Patriots.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Knight. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. Knight. Green with a catch left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A toss play. Gordon down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft,
and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Knight. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. The 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Geis, they'll try to run it. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Darius Geis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are in for 6. And the lead is now 2. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on a return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones
they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Knight. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Operating from the gun. Knight. He's airing it out for Williams. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Dobbs. He's going to air one out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Flex round! Flex round!
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges.
who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage. In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught inside the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. This is Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, Detroit, 2nd and goal.
Detroit.
Fighting off the defender. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, Knight. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Downs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Dobbs now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Geis receives the pitch. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Darius Geis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Fighting down past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Operating from the gun. Knight. Going underneath for Gordon. And now running right through it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. This one taken just inside the 10. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. On first down, Knight. And right side hitter's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, Bengals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 1-9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Darius Geis, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. Nifty move by Gordon. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down. Knight, he dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Flex round! Flex round!
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 46. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.